Girl.
These are.
Look at my stomach is trying to pop out.
I know, that's where we're black.
Or a corset.
You said what?
Get your corset.
That's the reason why my stomach is popping out.
I got one on right now.
You do?
Yes.
But see, when it's tight on my stomach, I get bumps when it's tight. Like my skin
it's really
needs
tight.
air.
It keep me from eating too much throughout the day.
That's true. That's
You
true.
gotta let it be real though, because not everybody's gonna be small and tiny.
Okay, but fat should not be popping up from left and right. You don't have to.
That's how I feel.
You don't have to be small, but
You know, my friend, she showed me this app where she be photoshopping like her butt bigger, making her waist tighter.
hey, Miss Friends, it's your girl Krista Adama, blogger of KristaAdama.com, as well as founder of the best brand ever, Millennial Influence. Check out our shirts; it's from Millennial Influence. So if you do like it, you can definitely go to millennialinfluence.co, check it out, and then you'll wish that you have seen that website so long ago because it's lit. Okay, so welcome to the college series video, and I have some special guests. So introduce yourselves.
Hi y'all, I'm Liz.
Hi y'all, I'm Blessing.
And what's cool about us is that we graduated in May of 2018, so we're recent grads, so we're qualified to talk about this topic. Okay, so the first question that we're going to talk about is college necessary for everyone?
Okay, I'd like to start it off.
Okay.
It's definitely not necessary for everyone. If you have a vision and if you are, you know, acting upon that vision, I definitely don't think that it's necessary, especially for people who are looking into building their own brand and their own business. It's definitely not necessary.
I 100% agree. I don't feel like college is for everyone. It tends to be the segue for most people to build their brand or get a job or experience, but it's really not for everyone. If you look at most celebrities or people, they got it how they got it. It wasn't necessarily through college.
That's right.
I mean, that's my route, but it's not the route for everybody.
I feel like, well, for me, I was watching The Voice Court. I just love The Voice Court. And this lady was saying how, like, you know, she dropped out of high school, but then later on through her years, she went and got her GED. And then she also has a lot of certifications. And then the judge was like, oh, yeah, college is not for everyone. But she was like, oh, yeah, but a GED is, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So a GED is necessary, but I'm just trying to say that college is, it may not be for everyone, but I do believe that education is necessary.
100%.
That if you're not going to college, you need to be in some books, you need to have a mentor, you need to be what do you call it, interning at different places. You need to learn new skills. Like, you can't just sit at home and say, oh, college is not for me, and do nothing. Like, I feel like you should still constantly be a constant learner.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. I agree, because I feel like 4 years ago, I thought that I needed college, and I still do think that college is important, especially if you have a vision, like you want to be a doctor. There's no way that you can be a doctor without going to college, or if you want to be a nurse, or if you want to be in a profession that you need that professional training, then it's definitely, you cannot go around it. But like in terms of business wise, I definitely don't think you need it. And thinking about millennial influencer, you know, you have that business demeanor, and I don't think that college would be necessary if you want to build your own brand. But I do think that education is so important. If you want to know about something, don't just sit around and waiting for it to like come on when you're scrolling through Instagram. There's so much out there. Google has so many resources, and I feel like a lot of things that we learned in college, we could have easily Googled them. And we just got this like comprehensive package, and it's just like everything that we have is at everyone else's, you know. Exactly. I mean, everything that you could find so many information on websites through Google and through your own research. So I don't think that it's something that's super necessary. Yeah, it definitely does give us, you know, an advantage,
especially with funding when we're applying for jobs, and we're able to apply for, I guess, careers where that pay more because we do have that degree.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it definitely does matter when you're applying or you're starting your career. You know, you have more advantage than somebody else who wouldn't have it, but it also, then you have to factor in experience. Sometimes, you know, we have a degree, but they're not going to pay us the same amount as somebody with 10 years of experience without a degree. So it really just kind of like this, you know, it's not like this is how, it's not linear. You have to get a degree, then you get the job. It's just kind of, it depends.
It's just
really all
different. It's
depends.
different for everybody. And 100% agree that education should be continuous. It should be continuous throughout your lifestyle, regardless if it's college. The collegiate way may not be for everyone, but you should constantly be learning, constantly seeking opportunities when you can grow, seeking out different experiences more than what is just like given to you. I've had the opportunity to have a lot of different internships, but it wasn't through my school at all. I had to Google. It was a lot of word of mouth from different experiences. But college or education period should be continuous. You should constantly be wanting to educate yourself, especially if you feel that college or that way, college or master's degree, whatever, is not the way for you. You need to take responsibility of your own future, your own education, and make sure that you're finding different outlets to educate yourself, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur. I know that majority of 100%, 99.9% of the stuff you learned is from watching other entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So you really have to seek out other resources, like Liz mentioned. Google is at your disposal. Word of mouth, asking questions, finding different opportunities,
and networking too.
Yes, 100% networking, and that's where you find all these different opportunities. Your path to life or whatever you're supposed to do is literally not going to just fall into your lap. There's a lot of experiences that comes with college, and you learn so much. Like me personally, like my life would not be where it is right now if I did not go to college. I learned so much in college, and it just really helped me. And I really feel like you can get a lot in a 4-year degree. But it's all about what you do, what you take advantage of, what leadership opportunities you seek out, volunteering, just getting out of your comfort zone. It's all about what you decide to do with it. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Agree. And I feel like because I went to college, I feel like it developed me in a different way. Like the way I think is differently than I feel like people, I don't want to say it's differently than people that didn't go to college, but I know for me it would be different than if I didn't go to college, me personally. And I don't know, just my thought process and the amount of resources that we have available to us. Like for example, like the room that we're in right now, it's at my school's library, and though we graduated, we still have like a year access to this building, and after that year I still am going to know people. So if I do need this resource, I can, you know, take advantage because I went to college. So it helps you, I guess, form more opportunities and getting more resources.
And like we have the career services at disposal at my school. It's a lifelong thing. Once you're alumni, you can always come back to career services, whatever you need help with. And just being able to be, oh, I know my school's library, I know I can come in here and do this, utilize this, and because I still have access to my school email for a year, and a lot of other opportunities. And I know faculty, I know people who may be able to reach out, oh, just checking on me and stuff. Like those relationships that you built, it's just foundational. It's you know, it's there. And you still have your colleagues, like you guys are saying, you guys are getting ready to go to a wedding, but that's someone you went to school with. But the opportunities and getting to see each other grow, I really feel at the college level is when you build or meet your lifelong friends who are goal oriented or have the same mindset as you. So
no, that's really good. And I do also want to say, like, we're talking about resources, but you can still get those same resources, but you have to like be intentional and go to networking events and pay to like go to seminars to be around or be surrounded by people that think like you, that want to do what you do. Like for example, if you head to Millennial Influence Podcast, which is Influencer Speaks, the people that I've interviewed, they're not the people that I went to school with. They're the people that I've seen at networking events, met, and we followed up after that. So just because you don't go to school doesn't mean you don't have any resources, but you have to be more intentional. And if you need help on, like, I guess knowing how to network when you go to these events, go to Influencer Speaks Podcast. We did an episode about that. But yeah, just throwing it out there.
Shameless plug.
I know. Like shameless plug. So yeah, so does anybody have anything else to say?
No.
That's pretty much what's coming to mind at this point.
At this point.
Yeah, at this point. So just to wrap it up, college isn't necessary, but with a strong but. You have to be intentional with your learning. You have to be a continuous learner, and you just have to just learn and read your books.
Read your books.
Exactly, read your books. Okay, so we'll talk to you later. If you guys enjoyed this episode, definitely give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment, ask us questions. Where can we find you guys on social media?
Liz723
at Bless the Best with 2 T's on the end.
Okay, and bye, best friends.
See you.